My ever-loving students, hope you will be all right by the grace of God. Now, let us go to the next phase. Phase means stage. So far, we have learned the meaning of single entry system, its advantages, disadvantages, and the comparison between double entry system and the single entry system. Now, let us go to the next one, statement of offers. This is another thing which you have to know. My dear students, I have already told you several times that an accountancy student should know the meaning of an account and why it is prepared. What are the reasons behind preparing an account should be known to every accountancy student. That is my humble request. Now, let us go to statement of offers. What do you mean by statement of offers? First see how does it look. And you can easily guess that this is similar to balance sheet. Yes, a statement of offers resembles a balance sheet. And what makes the difference? In the place of balance sheet, we have used the word statement of offers. Here, I must remind you one thing. Most of the students and even teachers pronounce this word offers as affairs. It should not be pronounced as like that because we follow British English. But in British English, this should be pronounced as affairs. So, statement of offers. What is the format? Statement of offers of if a name is given, you have to write the name here. Asam, if any date is given, you have to write this date. And see, the liabilities, inner column, outer column, asset side, inner column, outer column. It is totally similar to a balance sheet. And what makes the difference and how can we differentiate this statement of offers from a balance sheet? Now let us see what is the meaning of and why do we prepare this statement of offers. Statement of offers is a statement which depicts its all assets and liabilities. Again, I repeat, a statement of offers depicts all its assets and liabilities of a business. Why do we prepare this statement of offers? We prepare this statement of offers in order to find out the capital. The capital may be opening capital or closing capital. Main purpose is to see the capital. How do we calculate? Normally, assets side will be exceeding this liabilities. The balance between asset side and the liability side will be the balancing figure and that will be the capital. When we use the figures at the beginning, we can get the opening capital. When we use the figures at the end of the accounting period, we get the closing capital. Hope you have understood the meaning of statement of offers and why do we prepare this statement of offers. What is the difference between this statement of offers and a balance sheet? Statement of offers is prepared to know the capital of the business, whereas balance sheet, the main objective of preparing a balance sheet is to show the financial position of the business. And another thing, statement of offers is used when we follow single entry system. Balance sheet is used when we follow double entry system. And this system is not reliable. Reliable means trustworthy. We cannot trust this statement of offers, whereas we can trust, believe balance sheet. And this is not accepted by tax authorities. And in double entry system, we make balance sheet and that is accepted by the tax authorities. These are the differences between balance sheet and the statement of offers. Now, let us go to the problem because only 20% of the theory will be asked in the public. So, and I hope you know the meaning, why do we prepare and how to prepare. Let us go to the problems. Let me remind you the page number. Page number is 32. Take exercise 6. And I hope you have taken the book. Let me read the question. Following are the balances in the books of Thomas as on 31st March 2019. Particulars. Prepare a statement of offers as on 31st March 2019 and calculate capital as at that date? This is the question. See, now we are going to, remember, I am not going to prepare, we are going to prepare. So, you follow me and try to make the statement of affairs. First, write the format. Statement of affairs of a name is given and I write the name as Thomas. Now, statement of affairs of Thomas as on 31st March 2019. I have given the heading. Now, let us go one by one. Sundry creditors. It is a liability. It should be written in the liabilities side. What is that amount? 6 lakhs. And next one is furniture. Furniture is an asset, so it must be written in the assets side. Furniture, 80,000. Then land and building, it is an asset and I write it in the land and assets side. What is that amount? 3 lakhs. Here, my advice is, when you go for writing the figure, write the figure in their appropriate places. Once numbers should be written in the ones place, tens numbers place should be written in the tens place, and hundreds numbers should be written in the hundreds place. There should not be any change. If you do not know how to make commas, just leave it. Make some gap. Anyhow, you should not make mistakes in while writing figures. And the next one is sundry debtors. Sundry debtors. What is that amount? 3,20,000. And I see some of the students pronounce this word as debtors. It should not be like that. B should be silent and it should be pronounced sundry debtors. The amount is 3,20,000. Next one is bills payable. It is a liability, so it is written in the liability side. What is the amount given? 1,20,000. And the next one is cash in hand. It is an asset, so I take it to the assets side. What is that amount given? 20,000. Next one is bills receivable. It is also an asset. What is that amount? 60,000. Next one, stock. It is also an asset. Stock, the amount is 2,20,000. That's all. Now go for balancing this. You know the meaning of balancing. First, find, normally I have already told you that normally this side will be exceeding. First, find out the total of assets side. 10 lakhs. And see the difference. This one is 10 lakhs and this total comes to 7,20,000. 7,20,000. So the difference is 2,80,000. This 2,80,000 is the balancing figure. And this is capital. You have to write balancing figure. Normally, I advise you have to show the answers separately. So, take this answer and write here capital 2,80,000 and make a box so that the valuers can easily identify the answer. Hope you have understood this one. Again, I tell you, statement of affairs is prepared to find out the capital. So, it resembles a balance sheet and this side will be liability side and this side will be assets side. Write all the assets in the assets side and write all the liabilities in the liability side. And normally asset side will be exceeding and make the balance. What do you mean by balance? Writing the difference in the lighter side is called balancing, and I have written that balance in the liability side, and that is the capital and that is the balance figure. And after finding out the capital, show the answer separately so that the valuers can easily identify the answer and give you marks. Shall we go to the next sum? Seventh sum. Take your book and turn at page number 33 and take the seventh sum. Let me read out. On 1st April 2018, Subha started her business with a capital of 1,20,000. They have given you the opening capital, so you need not worry about the opening capital. She did not maintain proper accounts of books. It means she follows single entry system. Following particulars are available from her books as on 31st March 2019. They have given particulars, and below that, during the year she withdrew 30,000 for her personal use. And I have already told you, if drawings is given, see whether it is monthly drawing or annual drawing. In this problem, nothing is mentioned, so we have to assume that the drawings is meant for the year. She introduced further capital of 40,000 during the year. That is the additional capital. Calculate her profit or loss. See what to do. First, they have given opening capital, and we must know closing capital. Otherwise, we cannot find out the profit or loss because she maintains her book under single entry system. So what to do? First, you have to calculate that closing capital. How to find out that closing capital? You have to prepare a statement of affairs and find out the capital, closing capital. Let us prepare a statement of affairs and find out the closing capital. Statement of affairs of, they have given the name Subha. Subha as on 31st March 2019. Now let us go one by one. Liabilities, assets. First one, bank overdraft. It is a liability, so I write bank overdraft in the liability side, and the amount is 50,000. And the next one, debtors. It is an asset, so I take it to the assets side. What is that amount? 1,80,000. 1,80,000. Next one, bills receivable. It is an asset. Bills receivable, and the amount is 70,000. And computer, it is an asset. Computer, 30,000. And machinery, 3 lakhs. Stock in trade, an asset. What is the amount? 1,60,000. And creditors, a liability. What is that amount? 90,000. Next one is bills payable. And that amount comes to 2,40,000. And next one is cash in hand, 60,000. Let me verify. Cash in hand, 60,000. Bills payable, 2,40,000. Creditors, 90,000. Stock in trade, 1,60,000. Machinery, 3 lakhs. Computer, 30,000. Bills receivable, 70,000. Debtors, 1,80,000. Bank overdraft, 50,000. Okay. I have put the figures properly. Now I am going to balance. I have already told you, first go for adding the assets side because this side will normally be exceeding. And this is capital, closing capital, balancing figure 4,20,000, and we show it separately. Closing capital 4,20,000, and we make a box. Now we have found out the closing capital. Next, we have to prepare capital account to find out profit or loss. And I hope you have understood how we got this closing capital 4,20,000. Shall we prepare capital account and find out the profit or loss? I have told you many times that capital account format should be immediately written to find out profit or loss. See, I have written the format of capital account. Now, we are going to fill what are the items given in your problem. Opening capital, they have given Subha started the business with the capital of 1,20,000. Opening capital 1,20,000. And below that particulars, below we see during the year C withdrew 30,000. That is drawings and I write it here. And next one is C introduced further capital of 40,000. It is the additional capital and I write it here 40,000. And we have calculated the closing capital and found the closing capital comes to 4,20,000. I write it here 4,20,000. See, if this side is exceeding, there will be profit. And if this siding is exceeding, there will be loss. See, here 4,50,000 is coming. 4,50,000. This side is exceeding. And I go for balancing these two. From 4,50,000, I subtract this total, that is 1,60,000. And I get 2,90,000, and that is the profit. And you have to show it the profit separately by writing profit 2,90,000. And I make a box. And when there is profit, there will not be any loss, so I make a dash in the last column. Hope you have understood how to calculate profit when accounts are maintained under single entry system. Today, let us recollect what we have seen so far. Today, we saw a statement of affairs. And why do we prepare statement of affairs? Statement of affairs is prepared to find out the capital. The capital may be either opening capital or closing capital. And that statement of affairs resembles a balance sheet, and this will be liability side and this will be asset side. And normally asset side will be exceeding, the balancing figure will be the capital. And in the sum, in the seventh sum, they have asked you to find out the profit after giving further information like additional capital and drawings. When additional capital and drawings are given, you have to use capital account. You have to prepare capital account to find out the profit. And hope you have understood these things. By God's grace, let us meet in the next session. Thank you.